Selamat good afternoon. I'd just like to welcome everyone to the second of our JCLEC podcasts, and I'm really honoured today to have Kalemdiklat from the INP, Police Commissioner General Professor Chryshnanda Dwilaksana. Welcome to JCLEC, sir. As I said, it is such an honour to have you here. It's a real coup on our behalf that you've given your very valuable time to participate in the podcast with us. So thank you.
Yeah. Also, I said thank you, Bapen, because this is, I have honor for JCLEC to can join a JCLEC podcast. Yeah, I hope we can discuss how about the futuristic project we know JCLEC interpreted for the other country. So from the other country, JCLEC have a relationship more than 20,000 years have established until today, always have sustainability.
It is, and it's a facility that I know, and I know I speak on behalf of all the staff at JCLEC, but I also speak on behalf of the AFP that we're extremely proud and extremely committed to JCLEC, what the institution, what both of our organisations have built is a world leader at the moment. So, but look, what I'd like to start with is a short introduction, if you could, about yourself, about your career in the INP, in the Indonesian National Police, and just a bit of your educational background, because I want to try and get across how experienced and how well educated you are. And it's, as being, you could say, almost an educational institution, to have someone of your stature here really is a huge honour for us. So if you could just tell the listeners a bit about that.
Human resources is the main asset of our country. All of this are human, all to increase quality of life. So the policing do in managerial and also in operation with the coercive or non-coercive, all maintain and protect about the social order, because we have to. This is very necessary for the law enforcer have the new paradigm how to enforce, because we're not only looking for of evidence, but we have to how we have to put about the motor,
Yeah.
The first I said about the futuristic policing is also very necessary. Now we not only think about the conventional policing, but we have to extend as electronic policing and also forensic policing, because the problem is change.
And constant life is change, is okay.
This is the disruption era, so fast, too fast. If the police or for the law enforcement never think about the futuristic policing, we cannot do anything. So the model about the what JCLEC had start about the many program education, I think is as the pillars, because the basic about the policy is for human, social order, also civilization. We have to put about the civilization. So social order is also very necessary for us. And how to improve quality of life, because policy is tools, that is not good.
Education
And tools. Education from education, how to transfer, who to studies, go to extend about the police side. I agree about the many problem of and JCLEC, how to transfer, not only educate, transfer, to change the mindset. Education have to be based on morality and preparation. Preparation not only read and write, but how to change the mindset and change the culture. You ask me, I have to follow many program. This is based on literature. Because without literature, I think, yeah, the organization performs not good. And that's to corrupt, I think, But we have also how to increase our quality public service. Because we are as a government worker for public service. So what's the meaning of service? Security service, safety service, act service, or law service, administration service, information service, and also for humanity service. This is part of case for internal security. But
Yeah,
I have to.
that's true.
So I think we live in new normal era. We have time for private security, industrial security.
It's a very big industry. Army too isn't public security, ecological security, cyber security, and also forensic security. It's we can our dream come true. We have for or with education based on education. Education is good for the future.
How to transfer home to status or to extra. This is about how to transfer. Because if we only know, we cannot, no, it's different. How to can act. This is, we for education, how to transfer. This is for like a bridge. How to, after now, we can use, we can implement, and we can analyze how to extra. Yes.
In your role as Kalemdiklat, how do you see JCLEC enhancing the ability? What role would you like JCLEC to play in educating INP police officers?
Yeah. I look JCLEC is part of Olympic Club, This is international class. This is, we can use of many model built for the criminal justice system, join in here, studies in here, and how with the many integrated system. I think not only for law enforcement, but we have to extend for the whole of the policing. We have thing for the policing to be, or the futuristic policing, because, if we can think about the advance or futuristic, we cannot doing anything here. Police have responsible for security, safety, and about the how to enforce it of the law. It's mean always consult accountable about the social order. This is also how to protect, to serve, and how to increase quality of it. In quality of ours, it's mean safety and security is a social.
It's the same all over the world, isn't it? That's the role of police.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Just like about the law enforcement corporation, because it's mean for the police approach, this is part of policy.
Yes, it is. I believe you've also how many times have you been to JCLEC? You've been here a few times, haven't you?
Yeah. I stand here the 2012. I joined in SCF program, Certificate Force program from United Nations. Peacekeeper from Asia. There's a study and we can about discuss the model. How to improve the peacekeeper from the police in operation area. I remind four. This first about the leadership, the second administration, and the operation, and fourth capacity. Yes, we have to increase of capacity building. So it's part of the model how to increase about the police leaders. We need about leadership. in digital era, we have to prepare for the digital literacy.
Is in contemporary policing, we not only for enforcer or crime fight, but we have
To extend as crime prevention, because
critical from daily say police cut to prevent. So
the many of the experts from the police make the concept of community policing.
communities, this is how to make partnership, prevent, and
Police as an icon about the humanity, icon of safety, icon of friendship, like so, which is make the day, Policing is bit of civilization dialogue. So we have to make about the forum, many forum we can use.
yeah, JCLEC I know have of many infrastructure for to analysis, and I think from the podcast here we came to show on make the
JCLEC trade. We have to not only packaging, we have to brand and marketing. It is from the social media we have also take. So from this program, I also many times come to JCLEC here to many activity, but I'm only participant. That I remind how JCLEC and save
many years have the standard and also sustainable. 21 years is still exists. I think is wow, So this is very inspiring for us. Last night I also discussed with Pak Parulian how to put about the boot camp course at JCLEC.
with cutters if it's for the criminal justice system enforcement. Yeah. And we have to we
Not for nepotism, had to fight for the, but we have about the set of paradigm. How about enforcer of Indonesia National Police Corps and also for justice? Then only for justice, but we have think how to prevent, how to solve of problem at civilization model, and how to solve about the victim or and so on, and how to put about the social order obey, and how to put education. We have to educate it. Law in the book different
law and action. So it is to trade way back order here. We integrated studies ethic. Maybe we don't have budget. We can use electronic class, electronic model like this. We not only follow education or training, but we have used a coaching. Coach is so make short model of light for
tactical kit.
how to solve or to prevent.
Yes. That's very interesting that you mentioned leadership, because for the first time since pre-COVID, we're running, JCLEC's running a leadership program, which I think you were acknowledging police is extremely important, because leadership in policing is leadership is in the community, and it's one of the things that we have worked closely with the INP in building a special program that's designed, delivered for this region. So I think, as you were saying, leadership's critically important.
Yeah, because it's all base of administration and management, base of management and leadership, base of leadership and decision making, and base of decision and human relation. So we have to from human relation, from the for communication, we open up all of the organization perform base of leadership. This is the perform of organization is reflection of
Literacy for the leadership. So leadership is very necessary.
But in digital era, we have to hope with about we can make the model of digital literacy. This is not only structure and structure, but this is informal.
That I mean, they are a star leader here. They have many followers. They can to inspire, go to empower and serve. This is very easy. We can open up the library time and position. Every time, everywhere, we can do.
One other point that you mentioned that I think is quite an important point is you're talking about progress. When you combine progress and education, and we all see the changes in how crime's committed, the prevalence of transnational crime, and it brings in a lot of different aspects or different crime types, so to speak, that we need to look at. From an INP, Indonesian National Police perspective, where would you see is the most important area for JCLEC to focus on in what form of crime, to be cyber crime or transnational crime, people's smuggling? What's your experience?
I think would be
We know they're all important.
this from effect here. Effect. There is effect. But we have to worry about the
the model of transformation. So I think we not only in class, when it only in class, we like a cage. We can don't open our mind. Many of the students have about the captive mind. This is when we use of captive mind. It mean we silent suicide, But we have to change or to reform about education. Educated is a piece of the lecture. We have to looking for about the best lecture and how to transform, because we study in interest person. With not interest, with not have motivation for studies. So we have to looking for about the lecture. And the second, we have to check about the curriculum. We have to make of academic debate, like the dialogue, not only from the lecture set, but we have to study about the model, or to solve many problem, only model about the criminal. So I think in policing approach, we not only about we have think of international process.
Collaboration, volatilization.
Yeah, we service not in local, but we service in global.
Yes.
And international. So we have think for the international process. And we also have the many for the policy track, border policy, maritime policy. When you said marine police, but we have to for about maritime policy. And we have to put about the road safety policy. We can do again how to about the forensic policy, electronic policy, and many model of policy we can do. So this is have safe principle, but we get to extract many pattern, many style.
Yeah. It is a very, very valid point, and certainly the value of relationships, especially now with the globalised world. And I think I always say this, I'm very proud of this, guys, but this organisation, JCLEC, is testament to the strength of the INP and the AFP relationship, because we have other sponsors, but we are, I suppose you could say, the foundations. And it's those ties and those relationships that help us solve a lot of the problems, the crime problems throughout the world. And I know, as I've said before, I'm pretty sure I speak on behalf of the AFP, that it's a relationship that we hold in the highest esteem, and the value of the Indonesian National Police bring to the global policing world. I know a lot of the programs that are run out of here. We have a lot of these Indonesian presenters, expert presenters, and it really is an honour for us to have those and to know that we had a facility where we can show the world what collaboration can do, and the expertise exists in this country as well.
Yeah, I think we in digital era or new normal era, we not only not say I, but we have we is. We cannot make about the teamwork. We not only personal work, but this is teamwork. I think it's also for the other country we think make the relationship. This is partnership is very necessary, you know. We have to build about that soft power and smart power. How to protect, how to serve, and how to extend about the crime prevention. This is very necessary. And I will to set a lot of participants and audience about Kalemdiklat now. It for training, education for the Indonesian National Police based of morality and literacy to transform studies and extend about the police science. How all of the participants or students can professional, smart, morality and modernity. This is one concept about the Kalemdiklat. So I hope in JCLEC also join and use this is motto. I also like about the JCLEC motto about from sharing experience or to know how to understand it. We have to share every day. We have to read inspiring and we have to motivate it. And also it how to support of empowering because you know we have to our patient of police in policy for human social order and also for civic system.
You're a very passionate man about obesity and the INP, Professor. I love seeing it. I love seeing it. You should be very proud. The other one about is leadership and collaboration is I look at, and I say this a lot, is that you look at our leadership here in both our organisations, but especially the leadership that is coming down from yourself as Kalemdiklat, and when we talk about Paoli here and Devi here, that strong leadership builds strong facilities, builds a strong culture, and as you have said yourself, ethical and moral police. And so, yeah, for that JCLEC, we're very, very grateful for everything that yourself and all of the IOP put into here. So, I think that could probably be enough. I know you're a very busy man and I don't want to take up too much of your time, because I do hope that one day you come back again and we can continue our chat, because I do love having talks like this with people like yourself.
Thank you, Ben. Your question inspiring me. I never study about Ben question, but from his communication, stimulus of me how to discuss on how to explain about my idea, and I'm so sorry because very difficult for me, you know. And my son is like cool.
But I should be the one apologising. I've been here a long time and can't speak Bahasa. That's because I'm not very smart. One thing I'm not good at is English, Papa. I try. Yeah. But look, I can't thank you enough for the time you've given us today, not just me, but JCLEC. Having you visit us and participate here is really a great honour.
I support the for JCLEC.
And you are more than welcome to come back whenever you'd like. Like, it's so good to have you here. So thank you again. And I look forward to the next visit and our next podcast. Thank you.